In fact, in Thagnus' honor, let's call this the Ad Blocker Seed. Let's embark. Another try, Niao? Yes, I do think it's time for another run. Been a while since we've been here. How does this game work? I have said in the past that my enthusiasm for Slay the Spire has dampened. Doesn't mean it's all gone, of course. I was thinking today, core, I could go for some more of that, so I shall. I just don't think it's going to be around as often as it has been before. But such negativity, let's throw it out of our minds. That's what Claude would do. 100 gold start is delicious. Boss swap I'd only accept if Slime Boss were our enemy here, but it is not. All gold for transform 2. Could transform a strike and defend. Silent hates her strikes, but they are necessary at the start of the game. There is a forced elite. I must either fight you, or you to proceed. That's not necessarily forced early elite, but it is forced elite. If I take the later one, it's the only elite I get in the act. Otherwise, I can fight up to 3 elites. 3 seem right? Yeah. Awkward act layout. The paths diverge way too much and don't give me options. Problem with this elite is it comes at the cost of 2 rest sites. No, it just comes at the cost of 1. Generally, you'd rather have a rest site over not a rest site. I don't like taking questions in Act 1 so much. It's usually sacrifice health for a nebulous upgrade. I'm somewhat okay with this, though. That gets me a shop after I have enough combats to surely afford a relic. Combats are generally worth 15 gold each because it's randomly between 10 and 20 gold. So that's 30, 60, 75, plus an elite's usually worth about 30, right? So we'll be at about 200 gold here. So relic, shopping, possibly for a relic, guaranteed relic. And then we're out of here. No events at all. Ugh, the events would just be a fight anyway. 100 gold start seeming pretty fine if we're going to a shop that early then. But Silent can have a really bad time. So if things look really bad, let's make a chicken path. This is the chicken path. If we go this way, we're going to be very weak in the long term, but if I get this far, we've found no good attack cards whatsoever, we're going to have to avoid this elite, and this is the only option. Alternatives involve, if I'm monstrously strong at this point, if we're monstrously strong, do consider that path. But that would really be something. Give me the dosh. Alright, there's a couple of lousy lice. Fortunately, though, we have the bravery to not take all that damage. That's much better. We have the bravery to bring back slavery. Incredibly rude. They're deciding to kill me. Guess I used neutralize on the wrong one then. Worst combination we could have seen there. Both double attacking. They can't attack 3 times in a row. Got pretty much the average gold there. Strength potion and... Can we really call Skewer an attack? Skewer is really cool when it works. How often does it work for Silent, though? Not often. I'd rather have Eviscerate than Skewer. I certainly wouldn't take Setup on floor 1. Deflect is a hard one to take, though. Very hard to take. Just really don't think I want Skewer. Just believe in getting Chemical X on the shop. That would make Skewer pretty good. I'll give you a chance, Skewer. But I will likely regret it. It upgrades very nicely, though. Upgrades to 10x. Oh, hey, we get it from the get-go. And it's stronger than strikes, so... I don't think I want a strength potion here. Let's just do the damage and move on with our lives. Neutralize between the eyes. And then our friend is getting nastily strong. I cannot kill with Skewer. Hope I don't regret doing that. I won't be able to kill you with 3 strikes next turn. Maybe I should have taken 6 here to avoid taking more. You need to die now. We get 2 strikes and neutralize next turn and something else, so we're dealing 12, 30, 40, 15 next damage. I need to strike you now then. Despite the costs. I will regret this choice of action if and only if we draw another strike here, which we don't, so... Alright, take the damage and move on. Explosive potion, good. Upfront damage is what you want in Act 1 potions. Poison. I'm fighting Hexaghost, that says take the poison. Of course, doesn't work very well with Skewer, but poison is still nice. Poison Stab is also poison. That's 9, 10, 11, 12 damage, and this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 damage, which is 15, but over a longer period of time. Don't often go for Poison Stab, I don't like it very much. Take some deadly poison then. Hello, Jawworm. Ah, that lovely Jawworm opening where he just smashes you for 12 and you've got to deal with it. Jawworm is not a good matchup for Silent, not by a long shot. At least we've got some poison in. Less of that, please. Like, a lot less of that, please. Yeah, Skewer can be pretty overpowered in hallways. Is this such a situation? No. That's just not quite enough to take you out. Explosive Potion saves 7. Strength Potion also saves 7. Only on 20% potion chance, though, and those elites are looking mighty, so... Guess I'm eating 7. There. I guess it's Jawworm who's getting to eat that 7 then. And we're free. Alright, Blade Dance is here. We're taking a lot of cards that do not work together at all, unless I want to take that Crippling Cloud. Do I want to take that Crippling Cloud? Instincts say take the damage. Damage is good. Crippling Cloud is pretty heavy on Act 1, but I've grown to quite like this on Act 1. Even so, take the damage. We're out of the easy pool fights now, by the way. Things can get very ugly. Game could throw 4 little gremlins at me or 5 little slimes, and that sounds pretty horrible. And it gives me Jawworm fight again, but this time with Spiky Slime. Ow. Spiky Slime's going to make me frail. Also, ow. What an unpleasant fight. Continues to be unpleasant. You need to die, but I need to not die. But I'm frail, so... I don't really want to take that 10. But Jawworm's gonna smash me next turn. Won't even be funny. You do Slime instead of Frail. I don't really want to block that 3. Just eat the damage. Yes, I was afraid of this. Afraid not. Okay, time for you to be dead, Worm. Four, dead. Alright, not looking great. Ugh, speaking of not looking great, that's what Infinite Blades is. Horrible A20 card. Master Stab is damage. I need damage. I really don't like how misaligned my cards are right now, though. Not really attaining anything. Focusing on the back Fungal Beast because it's definitely going to attack next turn. This guy has about a 50-50 to attack next turn. So ideally this thing buffs and this thing dies. That is not how it went down. However... do it like this. Should have actually defended for 1 instead of attacking, because I knew you were going to buff this turn. So I had every opportunity in the world to just kill you this turn. So I took 1 damage by accident there. Given that I have skewer, I think I'd rather have the strength potion over the attack potion. Well, damn, my cards are getting even more higgledy-piggledy and all over there. I'll take a dagger spray. I'm not too unhappy with it, especially with my strength potion. Could work well in sentries. Now, I'm certainly not giga-powered to take on this suicidal route, but I think an upgrade to skewer and then working my way through this will work out. Consider who we're fighting here. If it's sentries, explosive potion and dagger spray will do their work. If it's Lagavulin, strength potion will do its work. If it's Gremlinob, strength potion and explosive potion probably. And I most assuredly upgrade skewer. That's 9 extra damage right there. Master stab. There's even dagger spray. And then blade dance of course does 4 extra, but I quite like skewer. Yeah, I like skewer's utility down the line. Let's get it upgraded. Although there is, of course, the deadly poison, but no, that won't work so well for what's coming. Ah, it is Lagavulin. Immediate skewer. I've got a lot of my block in my hand, but not the neutralize. That does speak very well towards skewering, kind of. I'm just wondering if the poison is better than one of the skewers, because I can deadly poison master stab skewer and do pretty alright here. If only it was a cultist potion, that would work great against Luggy. Those blade dancers are looking a whole lot better with the strength potion as well. Probably going to need to rest after this, unfortunately. Oh, jeez. What's that neutralize of mine? It's coming on exactly the wrong turn. Well, this is exactly that wrong turn. On the other hand, Lagavulin is dead, but I'm still not chuffed about this fight. It's cost me a lot. Fortunately, we get 15 of that health back with a regen potion. That's no bad. The Fart of War, pretty good on silent. And, ooh, glass knife, bouncing flask. Bouncing flask really good for that poison. Glass knife really good overall. The horrifying thought occurring that I really need some health. I could hedge my bets on Lee's Waffle being here. Lee's Waffle, mango, even a pear. Just something to heal up with as we move along. I'm liking that bouncing flask quite a lot, but glass knife is very, very good for upfront damage. The problem is upfront damage is really all we're doing here. There's not a lot of poison going on at all. I'll take that glass knife, actually. And probably upgrade it if I get the opportunity. That's not Lee's Waffle. Regal Pillow, huh? This isn't very good. Could pay for that Crippling Cloud, of course. We passed it up before. But overall, I don't like anything here. Snecko Skull would have been a good pickup if I'd taken Bouncing Flask, but I didn't. That Regal Pillow, believe it or not, is a little bit tempting. But I think we could maybe get away without it. Especially if I can stall in the next fight. I think I just remove a strike and keep moving. Really sad. We took 100 extra gold and there was just nothing worth spending it on here. Sadistic Nature does work with poison, but does this look like it does a lot of poison? It certainly does not. It would work pretty well with something like Envenom, but we don't have Envenom, and even if we did, it would need an upgrade to be playable. Also, I'm not paying 200 gold for that. Terrible shop, at least for where we are in the game right now. Or Calcium is good, though. Give me that. We might have to take this cowardly route away to not die here. Depends if we get a good regen potion here. That might be tricky. I'll just drink it immediately. We need every little bit of help we can get. Early split? Or not early split. What are you going to do to me? You're going to frill me for 3, which I'd really rather you didn't do. I can bring you down to 23 right now, though. Do not do that. Gotta try and lag this fight out so I can get all of my healing, of course. So let's kill one of these. And have the other one ready to die. Could kill you right now, or I could block 9, take 1, and continue the fight. I think it'll pay off slightly better to do it this way. Yeah, get all the healing that I can. You still have a bit of poison on you. Now you're in a position where you almost certainly die to anything I do. So as long as we keep blocking, we'll get that last bit of healing out. We do not. All my lovely block cards are too heavy and sank to the bottom, so good night. Wait, just a moment there. Ah, dang. Just a little bit even kills you. What a shame. Could have squeezed out one more heal there. Bouncing Flask is back. But Leg Sweep is here and I haven't picked up any block cards. I like Leg Sweep. Although I do like Bouncing Flask. Our next fight is either going to be Sentries or Gremlinob. Frankly, it's all bad news. Taking Bouncing Flask. And let's chance it with the Elite fight. I need to get stronger. Master Stab doing a great job rising to the top here. Explosive Potion gets me out of here safely right now. But perhaps that's a little too safe. It's worth way too much to me for that. I regret everything. Wow. Silent hates her strikes, by the way. She's got the worst strikes of them all, except maybe Defect. Well, I can kill the Explosive Potion and out I go, but this was pretty rancid. The Auric Calcium will block for 6, I'll still take 5. Is 5 worth my Explosive Potion? You know what? It is. Time for you to go. Get our money back and get more poison? We just have not been getting cards that synergize with each other. We haven't been getting bad cards. Just not cards that work well together, sadly. Do I want that second deadly poison? Sure. No, I'm not sure. Get away. Right, it's Sentries at least. That's considered good by some. Orichalcum helps out a lot here. At least I believe it does. No damage, please. I can't imagine I'll be able to kill the bat guy, but maybe Master Strike, Glass Knife, and something else will take you out. Also, you have Explosive Potion, but I never throw it early here, right? You might see, ooh, perfect Explosive Potion moment. Let's do it. Wait until it makes a critical difference. Which it almost does here. But not quite. For example, Skewer would kill the back one in 2. If I Explosive Potioned, then I could do something else. But because of Orichalcum, I don't even want to defend, so do I strike? Strike one of these 2, Explosive Potion, Skewer, and then carry on with my life? That Explosive Potion isn't going to be very useful going forward. So I think that's exactly what happens. I'm going to focus you. I hated getting sentries at Silent. I dealt with it better not. No, Silent hates the Gremlinob. Gremlinob is terrifying. Kind of a shame that you're the one that's living here. Did I do that wrong? Could I have killed you instead? Possibly. I should have thought about that one a little bit harder, but... thinking is hard. Orichalcum has saved my life in this fight now. May continue to do so. We're out. Thank you, neutralize. Omamori, not useful, but interesting. These cards, not useful, not interesting. Skip. It's looking bad. You don't like resting before Hexaghost, but if I don't rest, I'm probably dead. Even to the hallway fight. If you're a silent voter, you're going to wish I die faster, actually. I'm going to take a mystery event. Ooh, smash and grab for potions. Oh, nice. Oh, that is very welcome. Healing for the act, boss. Shouldn't have rested. Don't want energy potion over strength potion. I'll probably just glug the strength potion early on Hexaghost. And do I want 3 more poison, or do I want a ton more upfront glass knife damage? Come and have a go. I think I'll chug this on turn 2 because I'm pretty sure you do your assessment of me at the end of this turn, so I would just end up taking more damage. So we'll chug this on turn 2 if we can. Let's not chance things here, will we? $12 is more than 10. 12 is more than 12? There we go. Now we can chug you. And neutralize coming in at the sublimely good moment right there. Not even worth playing the defend. In fact, it's worse than just letting Orichalcum do its thing. Unfortunately, this is going to destroy my Masterful Stab. That's a real shame, actually, but what can you do? Masterful Stab is now a 3-cost card. I need the poison going before the glass knife, because the glass knife will degrade in value, but the poison will grow. I didn't want to clog my deck with too many cards like that, Felix side. That was my masterful thinking. Survivor saves 2. Strike deals damage. With that much poison, I don't think this fight's in any jeopardy, though. Yeah, 21 on Hexa makes this fight very, very nice. And we're out of here. Do not fear the Hexaghost. The Hexaghost fears you. Certainly fears me. Be gone. Clinical. Oh, with an Entrepot. That's 2 potions in 1. And choices. Oh, really want to go crawling back on my hands and knees and buy that Snecko skull now, because we have Envenom. At this point, I don't think I want Envenom, though. It's very heavy. That said, though, Blade Dance, Skewer, Glass Knife, Dagger Spray. There's a lot of things that work with Envenom. Glass Knife isn't really a build per se, and I don't think Afterimage helps me right now, especially with Orichalcum. So this is Glass Knife or Envenom. Glass Knife is yet more good upfront damage, though. It'll make me very happy to get more shivs going, anything that just hits multiple times. But oh, I'm gonna feel so bad about not having that Snecko skull, and I'll never have it either. Not an easy choice, because we're kind of spread between poison damage and physical damage. I would love a terror at this point. I think you're too heavy. I'm going to take a second glass knife. Omamori, my beloved! You're going to block the Curse of the Bell for me, and we're going to get 3 relics for free. The downside, no extra energy, but there's no way I'm taking Choker. And Slaver's Collar is not going to be the help I need for hallway fights. Come on, Calling Bell. Bye-bye, Curse of the Bell. Oh, and I mentioned the mango earlier on. It comes to me. Nunchaku is energy, especially with the Blade Dance. Letter Opener is all around good. The mango is loads of healing. Alright, not bad. Looking at 71 out of 80 health going into Act 2. Our deck needs a lot of refinement. I actually want to shop max here. We can hit up 2 shops, and I'm more than happy to hit up 2 shops here. I'm not happy about the forced early Act 2 elite, but with an Entrepot and 71 health, surely we can smash the elite, smash the second elite, get out of here with our pockets emptied at the merchant. That's the grand plan. Spicy elite's going to have to wait till Act 3. That's a little risky, but only a little. The Spire wishes you nice vacations, so it does. We're almost out of time for the betting, for what it's worth. Ew. God, nothing says welcome to Act 2 quite like the 22 opener that you get. I could do 12 and 16 for 28, and that's nowhere near killing one of these things. Survivor, defend, blocks 18, and I can still get my Master Stab going. I'm certainly not thrilled about this one. You target the back one in this fight. Even though he's got the higher health, the Mugger hits harder with Lunge, whereas Looter does a lot less, so you want to kill Mugger first. It took me a while to realize this, but now I do. What's in the pot? I won't open it until I have to. Does back one die here? Well, yes, he does die, but how well does he die? Because I can neutralize Blade Dance Skewer, kill the back one. Unfortunately, I'm 1 damage short if I just Blade Dance Skewer, because that's going to be 32 out of 33. I need to neutralize him as well. I was hoping to neutralize the front one, lower the incoming damage, but there's no other way to cut this, is there? No, there is not. Dun, 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 dun. Unless the Entrepot has an explosive potion in it. But I think we just eat the 5 damage off the front Looter and count our blessings that we're still alive on this beautiful day. You know, we're all lucky to be alive on such a beautiful day. Or a Calcium already getting me tons of block, which I'm very, very grateful for. Less grateful for this turn, though. Now I'm almost tempted to Entrepot. So now I'm going to be taking 8 with no recourse. Or am I? We got a way out here? Not quite. Well, life can be ugly. God, the numbers just barely didn't line up. If I had 1 more damage on that guy, could have neutralized on you, and then you would have died that turn without hurting me. Also a waste of an Nunchaku. Alright, we did get a potion. That's why I didn't want to use my Entrepot. Crippling Cloud is pre-upgraded. That's a pretty good reason to take it. Our Act Boss is the Automaton of Fun. Choke is a pretty miserable A20 card. Take that Crippling Cloud, thanks. There's a lot of damage to take. Nothing says welcome to Act 2, quite like the unavoidable incoming 21 damage. Let's at least try and nullify that a touch. Blech. Well, I can full block the damn thing. But then you're going to make me frail for quite a while, and I'm going to wish I had all this poison coming in. Well, damage is damage. Frail hurts. It hurts a lot. I can still full block this, but it doesn't really get the fight going anywhere. Still going to full block, of course. And now, we play attacks whenever we can to increment Nunchaku, even if they do nothing like that. Thank you, Crippling Cloud, I guess. I'll get Art of War if I don't attack, but I get kind of Nunchaku value if I do attack. We don't break through the plating, so just accept. Thank you, Orcalcum, for once again defending me from myself. No longer frail, at least. Ew. Right, so remember when I didn't take Leg Sweep and I went, we haven't taken any block cards. We still haven't taken any block cards. Orcalcum continuing to do approximately everything for us right now. Which I guess we should be thankful for. Yeah, without Orcalcum, we would have been bled out already, so I'm very grateful. Are you going to die to this? Barely, but yes. Bye-bye, Shield Parasite. Get me out of here. Man, Act 2 is miserable. Deflect is worse than not having Deflect because of Orcalcum. If I had some way to scale up block, then maybe, but I don't, so no. Alright. Event maxing, please. Oh, the Spire giveth today. The Act 2 lucky shot at a treasure chest. 2% chance, give it to me. Tori! Phenomenal combination with Orcalcum. I just wish I had you a little earlier. Suddenly, if somebody attacks me for 11 or less, I'm only taking 1 by not even blocking. So yes, please, Tori. And it is a rare relic for good reason. Phenomenal against the heart as well. Those heart multi-hits have been not destroyed, but certainly made less scary. Unfortunately, it counter-synergizes with Masterful Stab, but Masterful Stab is kind of an Act 1, Act 2 card. Beyond that, it's hard to make good use of. Although it's good if you never take damage. Yeah, who needs block? Oh, we are getting the maximum Omamori value today. The problem with Omamori is that there is no guarantee you will ever make use of this relic. The game doesn't have to offer you Cursed Key. You might not fight Writhing Mass. You might not get Curse of the Bell. You might not get any events that give curses. So if you ever get an opportunity to get Omamori value, I think you should take it. Don't hold your breath for 999 gold in Act 3. Yeah, it's wonderful, but you might not get shops afterwards. The shops might suck. You might have made better use elsewhere. The event might not happen at all. Give me the relic. The game is still not obliged to give me curses, though. Thank you, Blue Candle. Alright, where's Tungsten Rod when we need it? What a funly awful relic Blue Candle is right now. Blue Candle is the key to some of the strongest combinations in the game, but those are so niche and unlikely, especially on the Silent. Yeah, forget about it. You need Tungsten Rod to go with Blue Candle for all the best things. And then you need something like, actually, Curse of the Bell? No, that one does go away. Necronomicurse, however. You can make an infinite exhaust combo, but then you need something that works with exhaust. Ironclad is best for that. Do we take a fight, or do we not? I think we do not. I like Act 2 events. And it's probably a fight anyway. It's not a fight. It's an opportunity to get my hands on the Ritual Dagger. I do like the word rich in Ritual Dagger, but I'm on my way to 2 shops. So a smash and grab for $50 redos is quite nice. I have no retain. It is a nice dagger, though. Deal 15 damage. If fatal, increased by 3, and I think it goes up by 5 when you upgrade it. The thing is, I'm behind on upgrades. I'd like to upgrade Bouncing Flask, my other Glass Knife. I'd like to get a decent block card and upgrade it. Something like Leg Sweep, Backflip. Just save me. But for now, smash and grab. Should be able to buy a block card here and here. The merchant always has 2 skills of your color. Of course, Silent's problem is the skills are very often not block. You might get something like Distraction, Deadly Poison, Bouncing Flask, Acrobatics. Uh-oh. Well, sure, I'm glad I got the potions that I've got. Because this is terrifying. Especially with all these stinking strikes clogging up my first draw. We really need to get ahead on removing these god-awful strikes. Even defends are bad. Pandora's box would be wonderful, but probably won't get a chance to make use of that. Right, so telling you right now, this is getting used on the back guy. He needs to go because he does the most damage to begin with, and he can net you, which is really bad. Also lets me crack open the Entrepot. The Entrepot has Entrepot! Wow! Who would have thought? Alright, I'm going to weaken the front guy and then pop open the other Entrepot. Entrepot does not have Entrepot, but it does have some other good things. Poison and Swift Pot. The dream is to just kill the back guy right now. And I think that dream is very achievable right now. There is a temptation to draw 3 because my cards overall are a bit pants here. You know what, let's give it a go. Blade Dance helps. Dagger Spray Blade Dance. Just kill the back guy with the Blade Dancing. Get the extra energy on top of that, which is just delectable. Neutralize the big guy. And suddenly, I take 1 damage. Bouncing Flask or Deadly Poison Strike? It's got to be Deadly Poison Strike, right? What an amazing turn 1 against these guys. Whack. 1 whole damage thanks to Tori. This is a lot less good. Is it though? I'm blocking 13 here, which means I take 1. Tori value! Alright, time for these sons of guns to stop doing what they're doing right now. Yeah, you just die. I don't even take damage here. I use this just to increment my Nunchaku. Got to be careful of doing that, because incrementing Nunchaku is not nearly as good as getting Art of War, but I'm attacking quite often here. Art of War or Strike? Now I get the striking done. There. Alright, and we're out of here. Thank you, good night, and much love. Ugh, awful reward though, the Dreamcatcher. Oh, Catalyst is here. Poison build, go. It's also pre-upgraded. Now I'm very interested in upgrading Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, or finding some other good poison source. Backflip pretty good for a man who claims he needs block, but do we really need block? Or a Calcium, Tori. If I got Thread and Needle, we would suddenly be blocking like a champ. But we're not fighting champ. Okay, definitely time for a big old shopping splurge. Frozen Eye is good. Bag of Preparation is good. Alchemize is good. But do keep in mind we're going to a second shop and I desperately need to get rid of strikes. Pretty desperately get rid of strikes. With so little energy, maybe Bag of Preparation not as good as it could be. Because only 3 energy, it's hard to spend. Could have really done with something like Lantern here. There's no curses to get rid of, so goodbye strike. Yeah, is Footwork really that nice though? Our block cards aren't very blocky, and currently these will go up to blocking 7, and that's just barely better than Orichalcum 6, except it costs energy. I'm not convinced on Footwork right now. We're more of an all-out offense build right now. Master Strat pretty good as well, though. Eternal Feather is pretty darn good for healing. For every 5 cards, heal 3 at a rest site. It's just very expensive, and I wouldn't be able to remove a card at the next shop either. Because card removal is now 125. Bag of prep, frozen eye. Build feels like a strong word for now. Well, Catalyst just certainly changed what it is. I'm very tempted by Frozen Eye, though. The thing is, Frozen Eye changes the way you play the game a lot. There's a lot of looking at what your draw order is and calculating it. I'm not sure I want to do that with Silent right now, but it would certainly make things better. The bag is so good with Silent. Frozen Eye is just as good. I'm going to take the bag of prep. And we need some upgrades. On that bouncing flask upgraded pretty badly. Deadly poison, no. Fighting Automaton, he's got a lot of artifact to break through. Currently poison's my only real way of doing that. We have neutralize, of course. Bouncing flask is heavy on 3 energy, so let's hope we find an energy relic in here. Happy flower would be most welcome. It's the ornamental fan. That's bad, actually. Normally ornamental fan good, especially on silent, but with this build it is bad, because what it'll do is it will nullify the Orichalcum block, but in a way that is good, because it allows us to take the Sapphire Key and not feel bad about abandoning another relic. Take upgrade over a fight here. Could take a rest, actually. Poison upgrade is good, because it gets tripled with Catalyst. Resting is good, because it gets me a card, and 24 is a lot of health. I'm actually probably going to go for the rest here. Yeah, go on then. I wouldn't normally, but the Dreamcatcher convinced me. And now I regret it because these card rewards blow, but they're card rewards that I won't get in the next fight, at least. We don't do discard things, so Eviscerate and Sneaky Strike are out of the question, and I already have Dagger Spray, and I certainly don't want a second one. Upgrade Neutralize, not out of the question. Certainly not. Nice of these guys not to attack me. Although you're buffing Strength, at least you'll be healing afterwards, because I'm about to hurt these people. Hurt me plenty. Sure. No, not going to play Ascender's Bane. That'll just damage me for no good reason, making Master Strike worse. Masterful Stab, rather. Are you going to die here? Give me a good reason that you're not going to die here. You couldn't give me a good reason. Don't play the final Shiv. Even though discarding Shivs is generally bad, it'd be a waste of Nunchaku right now. Damn, you're dead already? That speaks very well to how good my... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, just freaking die. Don't play an attack. Nunchaku is in a good place. Just Lamau at her life. Good. And a replacement potion. It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong. Alright. 2 upgraded catalysts. Did I get Toxic Egg and didn't realize it? The odds of getting upgraded cards in Act 2 on A20 is 12.5%, and we've just got 3 of them. Not only that, they were the cards that I wanted. Was Crippling Cloud pre-upgraded? I think so. I wouldn't have taken it unupgraded, right? Okay, another shopping experience, dunk another strike, maybe get a relic that's worth my time. The Abacus! I'm not going to count on that as my block solution. I'll probably take a backflip. We have no draw in our deck at all, even though the block isn't worth writing home about. Draw is good. In that regard, I'd rather have... I think I'd much rather have acrobatics and backflip. So maybe I shouldn't buy backflip. Before I consider anything, let's dunk another strike. These strikes are worthless. Master strategy, really good. Maybe I should have bought that instead of dunking the strike. Kunai would have been pretty sweet, kind of. What's the solution for the Automaton? Bust through his artifact, poison him, double catalyst him. Still feel short on energy, and my block is going to be insufficient for him. Actually, my lack of block against big attacks is a real concern. This deck needs a Wraith form. Could have honestly done with getting Aberrations, but we didn't get offered that. Don't think it's any of this, though. I know you do. Alright, perhaps the Book of Glasgow has the solution that we're looking for. It's very rude of it to come in with its big hit first, because we have... all the poison's risen to the top here, that's pretty bad. But I can Bouncing Flask, Poison Potion, Weak Potion, Catalyst. Don't even need to do the Weak Potion, we've got Neutralize, that makes life easier. And this gives me energy. Okay, that's really good. Am I willing to take a bunch of well, yeah, let's face it, I am. Dunk, 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 dunk. 12 times 9 is you're dead. Don't even need to use the other thing. Alright, so we take 12. Boo-hoo. And we're done. Just doing that to increment my Nunchaku. Smiling Mask. Ooh. Could have done that with just a little bit ago because we've been spending some very large amounts of money on card removes, but this should save me 100 gold, maybe more if I get rid of my last 2 strikes. Ugh, still don't have good block options. I should have taken that leg sweep earlier on. What did I take instead of leg sweep? Was it Master of Stab or was it Glass Knife? I think it was Glass Knife. I don't regret taking Glass Knife over leg sweep. Who would have imagined a Glaswegian dying of chemicals? Yeah, bouncing bottle of Bucky. Alright, let's keep on keeping on then. These card rewards are certainly karmatically balancing out right now. Good lord, the double catalyst is back. But again, I can't afford it with the bouncing flasking. Perhaps I should see where it lands. Well, screw that guy in particular. Alright, sure. At least I don't need to worry about you. I would have far rather that hit the Chosen than the Cultist, but them's the breaks. Tell you, with a build like this, I would be very grateful for Specimen to transfer poison. I don't like you doing that. That was just one above what Tori plus the other thing could block. Ah, whoops. Oh well. The thing is, you can really hurt me now. But you will not. You will not. Whew, I could have gone a lot worse. Flex Potion. Might need that weak potion to survive Hyper Beam. Oh, Burst Catalyst, you say? Burst damn near anything, you say? Yeah, we are one corpse explosion away from greatness, I'll give you that. Double burst. On 3 energy, it's pretty hard to double burst. Pretty hard is not impossible, though. Alright, Automaton of fun. I need Bouncing Flask, and I need it now. This is not Bouncing Flask. I can still strip your artifact, though. Do I want that too weak? I forget your order of attacks here. Yeah, see that flail? I'd like that flail to barely hurt me. The thing is, it's still going to do 6x2 when weakened. So that's still not Tory value. Let's get started on the poison more than anything else. I'll save this for when I'm able to catalyst you. In an ideal situation, I can burst catalyst you and just end this fight very quickly. But I was hoping to bouncing flask when it would only focus on you. I guess that's good enough. Still burst catalyst away from greatness here. It's all about the bronze automaton. Don't even think about the other guys. Oh, right. Yeah, that might be a consideration. Bye, burst. Bouncing flask catalyst. Please hit the middle guy. No, no, no. Kind of. Yeah, he's pretty much dead anyway. Thank you, Tori. 2 turns and I'm out of here. Of course, I have to survive those 2 turns. Well, just this turn, actually. So that actually speaks to defend, defend, defend. Let's increment a bit of my nunchaku. And we're home clear. Again, 1 little bit for nunchaku. Screw that guy in particular. Goodbye. Alright, replacement potion and the corpse explosion of my dreams. However, there's Wraith form. We don't block very good. In fact, we don't have a block solution for the heart, and that's very, very, very bad. Of course, the argument is Wraith form doesn't solve that problem at all. Corpse explosion solves every multi-fight. Solves Donu Deka, solves Darklings, solves Shield and Spear. Tough choice. I'm not giving melees any thought here. Don't have the energy for a big melees. Wraith is nice, really nice if we find orange pellets. It's only 2 upgraded 3 intangible though, and it costs all of my energy to play. Corpse explosion on the other hand really solves some problems for me. Yeah, take the corpse explosion. Well. Well. Don't get too excited. This isn't the Snecko deck of your dreams, nor is it the Snecko deck of my dreams. I only have 3 cards that cost more than 1 energy, and I got 2 that are free, plus an X-cost card, so Snecko really doesn't shine here, except for the draw effect. Draw 2 in Snecko sounds great, but the odds of murking my deck are way too hard. I take that Astrolabe, I believe. Dunk my last 2 strikes and a defend. Yeah, I really needed more energy, and this is not more energy, so I have to hope that we get something good for generating energy here. Adrenaline is about the only thing I could hope for. Kind of blows, but what are you to do? Yeah, it's got to be strike, strike, defend. One could argue that it's defend, 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 because at least strikes do damage. Defends do nothing for me. Well, the increment letter opener, but generally I don't want to play defends. Maybe remove stab as well. What, master stab? Why? Still does upfront damage. I think I get rid of 3 defends. They're just no good at all, but then I have no block at all. Your damage is mostly poison. Yeah, the argument is strikes are bad, defends are useless. When do I play defend? I know I just played 3 defends in that last fight, but the exception that proves the rule. Strikes are worth with Art of War. Ah, but they're better with Nunchaku. You do have burst. I do have a burst. That's an excellent point. Let's do it like this then. Oh, and now we have another! And we got the chunky block card we're looking for. And we got the energy we're looking for. Just like that. Okay, I want my Wraith form back like nobody's business. That was a really good Astrolabe. Now, our hand is forced. We must fight the Spicy Elite. And that means we are dodging the shops, it looks like. No, not necessarily. In fact, we can do quite a few elites. But I must fight you, huh? Card rewards are needed, but events are fun. Yeah, I think we go this way then. Yes, I'll take it. Let's go. Well, this is certainly the corpse explosion of my dreams, but the problem right now is energy. My energy situation is dire, and it's not really going to get any better. Very, very difficult to do good attacking and blocking at the same time today. Is this deadly? I don't think so, but is it? Oh yeah, I hate that portal to the end event. Could really do without that. Bum 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 bum. Trying to think of a way to put this one into the ground. Because I can corpse explosion glass knife catalyst one of these fools. The glass knife gets me energy from nunchaku. I only need to do 50 damage. But this only goes to 18, sadly. 18 plus 24 is not enough. I don't want to take that 19, that's for sure. I can liquid memories the glass knife. Seems like a waste of a good potion, though. But we have been getting a fair few good potions. If I liquid memories the glass knife, then I might be able to hit you, because let's see, we'll be doing 24 plus another 20, and then that solves this. Alternatively, drag on the fight, but the Darklings can really get out of hand. Yeah, I think I will do it. Amusing. Nah, no replacement potion to make me feel very good about that. How about setup? As a man incredibly pained on energy, setup looks very good to me. Yeah, it also lets me save a card for next turn. Set up corpse explosion, set up leg sweep, set up bouncing flask. Yeah, get in here, setup. Shame on the draw. My draw engine is very, very bad. Oh god, no. I need that money. And we never got the red mask in Act 2. Waste of an event. Orb Walker. I think I set up Burst for next turn. And then I burst something rather malicious next turn. And then for now, what do? I probably leg sweep to take no damage here. Leg sweep deadly poison, perhaps. Yeah, because I'm not interested in taking damage, that's for sure. Crippling Cloud Survivor would not be all the block that I'm looking for, although it would probably mean that I take one and I get my poison game started. What a consideration. Weakening him. Take a quarter of that off. Take 4 down to 12. Yeah, you know what? I'm open to taking 1 here. Gives me better options, in my opinion. And extra damage is extra damage. Thank you, Tori. What? No, not like this. Not like this at all. Oh, damn. You broke my Tori. My Toki Tori. Alright, well, at least you're dead. You could have burst. Okay, yeah, great. Then what? I'm open to hearing how that would improve my situation. For 4... No, it doesn't. It doesn't multiply one card many times. It multiplies those cards down the line. So it would burst the next 4 skills I played. As you note, I didn't have 4 skills to play. Piercing Will's good. Piercing Will's great because it's not block, but it reduces incoming damage. Piercing Will for sure. Glowing Tesseract. Lose health but gain awesome cards. Yes, please. Yes to Dark Shackles. Maybe to Panache. Probably no to all of these. Discovery is cool. Could even be Wraith form. Yeah, these are not awesome. I need to draw. Take Dark Shackles. I don't think it's Panache because I don't tend to card spam. It's not Good Instincts. And it's probably not Secret Weapon. Because it's not attacks that are getting me through this today. Wow, that was a pretty terrible Glowing Tesseract. Violence pulling out 3 attacks is not what I'm looking for either, I don't think. Or is it? Yeah, it's just Clog. Get out of here. Yeah, what a shame. Okay, this shop is really going to have to pick up the slack in the cards that we're finding right now. Energy and draw are my 2 main concerns right now. Corpse Explosion, save me. This only does 1, so using cards on it to make it... Well, it'll do 0 if I do this. I would really want Corpse Explosion. That doesn't give me a lot of time to get it, though. You will bloat my deck in bad ways. So please don't exist. Corpse Explosion, come on. Not Corpse Explosion, but Crippling Cloud is fine-ish. Won't take any damage because you're dead. More stuff for next turn. I don't even want Glass Knife next turn. Give me Piercing Will just in case they attack me. These guys hit you for every time you hurt them, so I certainly don't want to strike them multi-times. But if they attack like this, I feel nothing. Actually... this would hurt quite a bit. Kind of a shame. This would hit me back 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then they die. I block 2 of them, but not the last one, so no thanks. Sorry, we have ways to kill them with poison, and we have ways to block their paltry damage if they ever feel... Oh, well, that's what I'm looking for. Goodbye. And we still have Nunchaku set up. We're doing our best on austerity with energy. How about another leg sweep? Another pre-upgraded leg sweep. As a man who struggles to block, big chunky block cards are good. Weakening enemy also good. I could really do with Paper Crane. I think I do take another leg sweep plus. I'm not happy about it, but we need the options. Alright, our fight against Giant Head. One of the better fights we could have right now, because I got burst. Not only that, I've got neutralized to give me the extra energy that I want right now. So this is probably just burst, crippling cloud, neutralize, catalyst. And that's an amazing start for what it's worth. This guy is indeed so very, very, very dead. Have that for good measure. Another catalyst in this fight's even more deadly for you. Nothing even to set up, is there? I'm going to take a staggering 1 damage. Might as well just keep the Art of War, frankly. Would you accept a captain's wheel? Anything to help my block game would be very welcome right now. Goodbye. And now, anything to help me increment my nunchaku. Beautiful. We get the final key. No, we don't. We still need to drop a rest for that. We get the blood vial much too late, but it's a little bit of healing. And I don't want these. Don't clog the deck further. Yeah, I need to recall for the ruby key. Frankly, my upgrade game is looking good. I could certainly go for an upgraded piercing whale. Dark Shackles is oppressive on a single target. But the piercing whale is really good overall. Yeah, 1 Wraith form would go a long, long way right now. Resting's actually not the world's worst way of going about getting it as well. If I rest now, I can probably take on these 2 elites. And then get out of here. 80% potion chance as well looks good. I'm going to rest because I really, really want... Well, the odds of this being a Wraith form are... what, like 0.2% maybe? It's not good. But I might want that resting anyway. Just because the upgrades aren't particularly amazing. Also, adrenaline, please. If I discarded cards, that reflex would be nice, but that's one thing I don't do. The rest of this is just tat, so no thank you. Well, at least it's card rewards we don't get here. Let's move forward. Hello, Nemesis. You want stars? I'll give you something. Just poison? Deadly Poison Corpse Explosion? It's fine. Makes Catalyst better. Do not play attacks. We want Art of War. Nemesis hits really hard, though. For 45, that's going to be very, very difficult to deal with. 7x3. Goes down to 5x3, which Tori destroys. That is good. Yeah, incoming 3 damage. Not even. Incoming 2 damage. That's hilarious. Still 2 damage if I play Survivor. I deal 1 damage to him, though. And it's not like this energy's going anywhere. Sweet. No, not my masterful stab. What'll I do? Actually, I'll look at that 33 and go, oh, crumbs. He's already weakened, so weak pot doesn't do terribly much right now. Setup's starting to feel like a bad idea. Burst Catalyst destroys you next turn, at least. Thank you, Orcalcum. Well, just regular Catalyst destroys you as well, and we're out of this fight, so no need to consider anything else, really. Increment Nunchaku as best I can. And you're dead. You're very, very dead. Pop. Ugh, Juzu bracelet. Well, there won't be fights in those events at least. Replacement potion and... Nah. Getting a rare card offered is all that it takes to reduce the chance of getting a future rare card, and Unload is, in my opinion, Silent's worst rare. Terror I wanted earlier, now I don't really want it. Expertise is draw, however, I can't really afford the energy for that draw, can I? I don't think I can. That'd be nice if I had good energy, but I absolutely do not. Really wishing I'd taken Frozen Eye now. Yeah, I think expertise is a card I almost never take on silent anyway. Oh well. Modest chest for modest reward. I should have recalled here, now that I think about it. I might be better off taking this for the recall, because I'm really banged up. I would like more health going into the main fight. 2 random skills. Unfortunately, that's very likely to hit my defense, because almost everything else is still upgraded, but it could do me a solid. Hit Corpse Explosion, hit Piercing Wail, hit Blade Dance. Haven't seen much use out of that card in a while. Smiling Mask value. Tough Bandages. Normally so good, but not at all good here, because we don't run a discard deck. Well-laid plans looking good. Fairy looking good. Very good. Alright, I want to turf a defend, that's for sure. I want to turf a defend, I want to buy that fairy. Is there anything worse than a defend that I'd want to get rid of? Not really, defends are ass. Spoon for Catalyst. No, you're thinking too slow. 2 Catalysts will get the job done on just about anything. Not an Awakened one, though. Although Awakened one is only 50% to be our foe today. And I really hope it's not Awakened one. I don't have a good answer to him. See, I don't think Stab's all that bad. I think it's better than the Defends. Yeah, setup is kind of meh, but if it works, it could work well. I want to get rid of things that don't work at all. And how often do I play base Defends? Not often at all. I want that fairy. I want it more than I want liquid bronze. Even on 70% potion chance, I'm willing to buy that fairy. There are no more shops for me unless that question mark is a shop. Well-laid plans is quite tempting because we really struggle on draw. Great for my catalysts as well. Yeah, that's a good enough reason to buy you. Because it also means that I can set something up and then hold on to it with well-laid plans. I want to upgrade well-laid plans, actually. Upgrade and rest? No, I need to recall. Ugh. Trip for more Vuln? No, Vuln is not how we kill things. I don't think it's anything else here. Save the money for Act 4. Yeah, I should probably do this so that I can recall here and then rest here. Yes. Okay, nice. Sometimes this fight is very, very unpleasant, but not today. That said, I'm still taking that full 6, aren't I? Unless I use my weak potion on you. Weak potion to save 6? You know, at 70% potion chance, I think that's a yes. Is that really a yes? Could I not kill him instead? Killing is good. Of course, next turn suddenly looks barbaric if I do that. If I can get outmaneuver in, it's less barbaric, but we're looking at 24 and 16, which is 40. That doesn't kill him. Yeah, I worry greatly about next turn. Both of these guys are going to attack me for big chunky damage. But isn't that just the way the world goes? I think it exactly is. This might end up being a really bad idea. Yeah, I think this turn's about to brutalize me for my decisions. There's the brutalization. Ooh, but there's burst leg sweep. With dark shackles, that should help considerably. Observe. Well, that was amazing. Didn't advance the fight, really, but kept me safe in that horrible engagement. Please continue to not hurt me. Sweet. Saved the potion, took 1 point of damage in this encounter. Sweet. Doesn't matter, they're all gone. Whew! That was very, very fortunate. Oh, Well-Laid Plans is here for free and pre-upgraded. Hell yes, that's good. That's my draw situation largely taken care of. Because Retain is kind of like drawing. We must recall. We always, always go for the heart. Setting up outmaneuver is free energy always, yes, but it costs draw. So it's not that free. What does this look like? Looks like I wish I had one more energy so I could Corpse Explode and Crippling Cloud. Crippling Cloud is strictly speaking better here, though. I might want to set up that leg sweep for next turn. Next turn could go very, very south. And then you debuff me to the max, and then fortunately you only hit me for practically nothing, and then I LMAO at you. Maybe not so. This could have gone very badly if he'd hit me big right now. He didn't, fortunately. Do I want that Art of War? I think I'd rather hold on to Burst and get my Art of War value. Makes no difference, but still. Enjoy 600 poison damage, fool. I was not stoked about setup, but I think it's got a fair share of turn 1 value. I think it's got fair value overall. We do get the potion chance, might as well have a fresh or weak potion, given the choices. I don't want any of these cards. Not even Nauseous Fumes? Not even Nauseous Fumes, we do direct heavy poison, we don't drag fights out. A fight or a guaranteed event? What events are even available for us at this point? Bonfire Spirits, Mind Bloom, Falling, Spheres, Winding Halls. 70% potion chance is a good chance of a much better potion, but I'll take the event. It is Falling. Alright, we're going to lose an option of Power, Skill, and Attack. Attack is almost certainly what we're going to take to lose here. Could be a good way to get rid of Master Stab. And that's exactly what we lose. Bye-bye, Master Stab. Certainly not losing Potion or Power over that. And now we can get full rest value and another tiny shot at getting a card that would save my bacon, like Wraith Form. Boy, would I love Wraith Form. None of these. Boy, all the resting rewards have been awful, and we've had 3 options at them. Okay, begin the onslaught. Time Eater, you are my best matchup today. And look at that, we've got Bouncing Flask, Deadly Poison, but I'd want Well-Laid Plans down as well, so I think it's Well-Laid Bouncing. And then save the Dark Shackles. This guy dies with Mondo Catalysting. Mondo Catalysting? That's painful. That's really, really painful. That's a weak potion right there is what that is. The thing is, he's going to hit with a multi-attack next turn, which is going to be... Well, he probably hits with a multi-attack next turn. This is his head slam, right? Yeah, it saves a lot more in reverb, doesn't it? No, because it'll be weakened, and yeah, Dark Shackles is better now than later then. I'm gonna use one catalyst now, but I don't think I should use the other one until later, because I can probably burst it. That's fine. And we're not quite out of here, it seems. I didn't get it. Also, I take back what I said. Still going to save that catalyst. It'll be bursted rather nicely later. Sure. Love my well-laid plans. Oh, thank you, Tori. I love you. Hey, I love this even more. Good freaking bye. Don't hurt me either. Oh, you're already weakened. This is slightly better then. Can I play all of this? Yes, but you'll get stronger, and then you'll hurt me. So, just defend plus. Then I'll take 7. As opposed to taking 12. Oh crap, it was doubled. That's actually good though. Yeah, just end turn. Don't let him steal the turn. It doesn't matter what I kept, he's already dead. Good fight though. Cost a potion, sure, but we knew that would happen. Nothing I play makes any difference to anything, so just watch him die. Bye, Time Slug. Praying for Donu Deka. Praying for not awakened one. It's Donu Deka. It's not awakened one. There's burst leg sweep, but I'm not thrilled about that because we've got the likes of Bouncing Flask here as well. I might just burst the Bouncing Flask and eat a ton of damage. Skewer, Jake. There was no good reason to play... wait, did I have Skewer in my hand there? Possibly. Yeah, I think it's Burst Bouncing Flask, set up the Catalyst. Possibly set up the leg sweep instead of the Catalyst. Take a bunch of damage here, but it sets up the fight really well. Strips the artifact like it's not even there. Okay with this. Very glad we upgraded it. Don't feel too dismayed about all the artifact going. It has to go someday. That is what I'm looking for, though. Stack it on Donu. I don't care about Deka. Should have maybe done this to strip away a bit more of your artifact. I lose Art of War value if I do that right now, so it's probably not worth it. Oh, this gets doubled, of course. In that case, let's have both of those available next turn, please. Well, that's really, really good. And if both of those are free, I probably don't want the extra Art of War value, so I will get rid of that. And I will increment my Nunchaku a bit more. Alright, so we take a big hit here, but the fight should be set up to win now. Alright. I mean, good thing it is set up to win, because this doesn't look very good. Get all of the well-laid plans. At least I can play everything. Weaken you. Blocking me. The Catalyst is better burst, but we will have another Catalyst in the future. Probably better just to get the poison going now. Do I really believe that? Yes, I do. Thank you. Alright, and there's the corpse explosion I'm looking for. Good crippling cloud as well, because I want you weakened too. Play this carefully though, because we're dead, by the way. Crippling cloud... Bursts 2 skills, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can play everything. The question is, what do I want doubled? I don't need corpse explosion doubled. Frankly, I should just double the defense. I have Fairy, but we're saving that for Act 4, clearly. I think it's just burst, defend, and then cripple and corpse explode, because Catalyst is going to end this fight, right? Ooh, well, maybe not. If I don't burst that Catalyst, I'm in deep doo-doo. It might actually be hold the burst for Catalyst, because I have all the retain in the world right now. Yeah, I'd be dead if I hadn't played that Catalyst, that's for sure. But I did. I need to save the burst for the burst Catalyst. That'll do then. Fear not. He is the one who fears. That's not my Catalyst. Does Piercing Will get me out of this situation? Yeah, it gets me out of it enough. That's survivable, but this is even more survivable. Thank you, and now we win. Thank you, bottom decked Catalyst, but to be honest, that's where Catalyst belongs. Alright, get the hell out of here. And we win. So I may as well increment some nunchaku value. Goodbye. Expertly done. You know, taking more damage here just means more healing as you claw your way into the next act. So, a pathetically low score. So the game doesn't think we've been performing very well. How do you think Silent's doing? Start seemed really bad and messy, but we managed to claw it into something. Good healing. Do we want it all the way, though? We get another card reward. Might be preferable to an upgrade. The other well-laid plans going up seems nice, but I think 3 retain is plenty. Dark Shackles doesn't help too much by being upgraded. My problem right now is my block game against the heart doesn't exist. My block is to block with my face using Fairy in a Bottle, so let's hope we find something good in the shop. I will pray for... what's our odds here? 13.2% chance of a rare card reward. I really, really need Wraith form. This ain't Wraith form. Skip. And if this is Wraith form, I can't afford it unless it's on sale. Well, it's not here, and it's not on sale. I will take another Piercing Wail. However, it competes with Card Remove Toolbox. That doesn't compete with Card Remove. I can have both. I love Toolbox, but I think we're a little too late for that. That Piercing Wail is too good, though. I can't say no to it. I'm going to struggle so much with the heart. There's the paper crane I've wanted, but it's out of my price range. So it's probably Piercing Wail, Card Remove, Potion. Probably Energy Potion. Dex Potion sounds nice until you realize that I don't really play block cards. So switch out a crummy card for that. It's probably Defend. Defends have a little bit of a place in the heart fight, but I still think I want it gone. I mean, Dagger Spray might be worth getting rid of. Dagger Spray is garbage. Sheer garbage right now. How do you stop the heart play damage? I don't. I do not have a solution for that. So I have to make my cards count. My cards have to be blocking and stacking poison and practically nothing else. That makes cards like Dagger Spray even worse than my crappy defense. Frankly, even Glass Knife has no place here. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Dagger Spray now. Bye-bye. And of course, I want that Energy Potion. That said, Flex Potion could suddenly make Shield and Spear go away if I time it right with something like Glass Knife, Shiv, Outmaneuvered Skewer, but that's too many ifs. The Energy Potion is absolutely usable. Alright, let us proceed. There's a good chance we don't even get to the heart. This fight is going to be difficult. Especially turn 2, as you're well aware. Of course they're both attacking me turn 1. No well-laid plans for Catalyst, but I can set it up. Well, this is more than a little frustrating. These are all the cards at the wrong time. I think this might be my energy potion already. That way I can burst Corpse Explosion on you and then burst Catalyst on you and then just very quickly win the fight. Probably better than prolonging this experience. What would that do for me anyway? It stacks 6 poison on you. 6 would triple and then triple again. 6 9s isn't good enough though. Then I'm praying for another Catalyst to take you out. I don't like the pray idea. They have Artifact, don't forget. Yeah, that's why I was counting it like that. That's why if I burst this, the first one gets rid of 2 Artifact, and then the second one does the rest. Burst the Piercing Wail. All that will do is get rid of their Artifact. However, with the Energy Potion, I could burst Piercing Wail, get rid of the Artifact, then burst the Corpse Explosion on you to put 12. 12 times 9 suddenly wins this fight. That's a much, much better solution. But it's not a bursted Catalyst. Ah, that's an excellent point. Yeah. Yeah, that is right. Nothing else gives status effect on you either. I think I'm eating that 33. Minus 6. I thought poison before the explosion effect, so 6 poison will still get negated. Yeah, the first 6 poison will get negated with bursting this. But the second one will not, because first he negates the 6 poison, then he negates the Corpse Explosion effect, then I play it for a second time and do 6 poison and the explosion effect. And then 6 goes to 18, 18 goes to whatever 3 times 18 is, practically 60. But that's not good enough, and next turn's going to destroy me. And I have no retain here, although I can set something up for next turn. Actually, I can set up Piercing Wail for next turn, and that will save me a tremendous amount of... Thanks to Tori, it'll save me from everything. Okay, right, we do the initial plan then. Burst, Corpse Explosion, Catalyst. And we set up Piercing Wail. That way next turn... Yeah, we get brutalized this turn, but next turn looks good. That is pretty good. So Burst, Corpse Explosion on you... Catalyst on you with the aid of the energy potion, set up the Piercing Wail, and then maybe have Art of War value rather than Glass Knife. No, I should Glass Knife. I need to push damage on Spire Spear. Yeah, next turn will be tough if we don't have Piercing Wail at the ready, and I want that Piercing Wail at the ready. Artifact goes away, then he gets what's for, and then we need the energy. Because we have the bravery to bring back slavery. Don't defend, or Calcium does it better. Alright, take some damage. But it's Shield and Spear. You take damage. It's practically the law. And we get Leg Sweep anyway. Oh, we get Catalyst anyway. Jesus. Worrying over literally nothing. Freaking die, man. Boom. Good fight. If only I could get that kind of order on the heart. We get Pen Nib, which is ostensibly useless, and our final chance at begging for mercy from Wraith form. And it doesn't come. Yeah, man, getting a lot of crap card rewards as we go on, but to be fair, Act 2 gave us god tier card rewards. Catalyst pre-upgraded, Catalyst pre-upgraded, Crippling Cloud pre-upgraded, Burst pre-upgraded. I think that was Act 3, actually. Right, this one, though. I upgraded that myself. Corpse Explosion on the boss, yeah, it was a good act. Yeah, this deck better win in 5 turns or we're all dead. As soon as the heart gets its beefing up of attack power, we're in trouble. But that's what the fairy is for. This fairy is here to tank probably the turn 4/5 big hit. The rest I'm on my own for. Alright, it's you and it's me, the heart. How do we settle our differences? I think I'm setting up that Piercing Wail, because I'm going to need it for the first multi-hit. Not necessarily, because Tori will deal with that. This might be Deadly Poison and that's it. Or maybe... oh, set up leg sweep. That way you're going to be weakened for the... for your big hit, and I'll get some block. I think I just take a little bit of rat-a-tat damage, but I set up the leg sweep and I play deadly poison. I think that's my only play here. Outmaneuver would be nice. I already chugged my energy potion. Can you play block card? I won't have the energy for it. Setting up the leg sweep. Oh, well, maybe I could. I keep thinking I'm playing this, costing me 2, but I'm not. Set up the leg sweep is free. Play deadly poison. That allows me to survive her and do some other stuff. Yeah, I want that leg sweep for next turn. What I want is him weakened for those 2 turns. Begin with the deadly poisoning. And then we can still get outmaneuvered down. It costs me 9 points of damage. That's good. Now, how bad does it get? It's the big hit, and that's why we have this leg sweep. Is it going to save us? Barely. Good grief, that's pretty rough. Alright, and I still need to play these cards, don't I? I must Bouncing Flask you. We don't stack poison, we don't win. And I really want well-laid plans down. And I think I'd rather get my Art of War than play Glass Knife right now. What a waste of energy. Alright, come and have a go. This is why I wanted my Wraith form, by the way. Ow. I'm dead to this, by the way. Unless... where's my energy? Wait, I've got energy. Burst Corpse Explosion Catalyst. Art of War absolutely to the rescue. What's the current Catalyst going to do for me? Because I'm contemplating Burst Leg Sweep Catalyst instead. We'll have another shot at Catalysting. Leg Sweep helps me survive, that's the big deal here. I want to save that fairy for the big hit that's coming. Yeah, I think I need to Burst Leg Sweep Catalyst. 15 triples to 45, triples to 135? That's good enough considering that we have Catalyst coming. But I must survive this. That's 20 block. It's not 20 block, actually, it's 16 block. I think I die anyway, right? Yeah, with all the cards playing, this kills me regardless. But I think I need to anyway. Yeah, I am remembering Tori here. The problem is that Tori won't stop the damage to the block happening. We must push damage, there's no argument about that. The thing is, do I use my fairy here or try to save it? Considering this, like, Burst Leg Sweep Catalyst is playing 5 cards. That's taking 10 damage. So that's 10 of this block gone already, leaving me with 10 blocks. I'll be on 10 block and 9. Take 5 of those hits, and I'll take the next 10 and I'll still die. So, yes, I'm using this fairy anyway. Which means if we don't block the next big hit coming in, we're dead. Fairy gives me 24, or a Calcum adds 6. Or a Calcum won't trigger. You don't have a better option. That is true. Better options don't really exist, except if I burst Corpse Explosion and Catalyst, we max out on poison damage, and that could be the difference between winning and not winning. But if I burst Corpse Explosion Catalyst, then I use the fairy before I even start getting hit, which is pretty bad. And we don't really have block when we're going. And I don't have big chunky block cards either. I think there's no way to win this now. I do have one retain for what it's worth. I could actually hold on to this leg sweep for phase 2. And then try to burst it when the big hit is coming. I think I actually have to save this leg sweep then. In that case, do I just burst Catalyst? That's gonna hurt like hell. Everything hurts like hell, though. Yeah, not using leg sweep gives me Aura Calcium, but that barely blocks anything. Blocks 3 of these hits, saving me 3 health. What if you only burst leg sweep? Then we're not pushing poison damage, and we have to push poison damage. You can burst Dark Embrace. Dark Embrace? Dark Embrace. If you burst leg sweep, you don't lose a fairy. If that's all I do, yeah. But then we have problems of dying anyway. And not doing the poison damage. This is difficult. If anything, I should have saved the Piercing Wail for this. No need to think. The big hit kills you anyway. That's another way to look at it. If only we had draw. It certainly isn't draw. Yeah, I think I'm just dead anyway. Best case scenario is probably Crippling Cloud to weaken for the big hit and Dark Shackles to lower the effect of big hit. I was hoping to save the fairy for the big hit, because otherwise we'd just die. But it looks like we die anyway. I'm trying to think of any way that gets me out of this, because yeah, bursting the leg sweep and playing the Catalyst still gets me killed. Doesn't it? Does it? Do we actually run the numbers on that? I don't want to be on perfect 0 health, though. It's 5 cards, so that's 10 incoming damage, leaving me with 10 here. 10 will block 5 of the of the hits. It doesn't actually play it like that because I'm taking 2 on this. So imagine that 2's already taken. We're at 7 health now. Then we play 4 cards. And then we're on 4 of 2. We're on 12 block. Blocking 6 of these. Leaving another 7 coming in. And we're on 7 health. Yes, perfect 0. Ah, that's painful. What if it's just burst leg sweep? Then I survive. I hold on to the Catalyst and I try and burst Kata. It's like my only option, I think. I'm not happy about that, but here we go. Yeah, if I play this Catalyst, much as I want to, I think it kills me. Burst Corpse Explosion is the way to go. Go down to 10-ish, hope you can win the 50-50, and then Dark Will and Shackles. I think I have to hold the Kata. Because right now, this is going to block 8 of these, allowing 7 to... Wait, 7 to hit me? And then I still die. Wait, what? Yeah, this already kills me. Huh. Looked better when I was checking it out earlier. Alright, let's push damage and pray. Play this? Nah. Cost me Art of War anyway. Bye, life. Well, at least he's weakened forever. I really can't afford to play anything, although I must hold that burst. Yeah, we just hold burst. Well, we had a good run. We had a good run. Thump. Needed the fairy there. We just couldn't have our life last long enough. Ah. He's already near max damage. Burst Catalyst doesn't help right now. The order there was all wrong. I think I played it as good as I could have played it. But we knew from the get-go that our block game was insufficient. We needed just something else to generate block. A couple of after images, some more big blocky cards. A Wraith form. Gosh, that one Wraith form that I turned down early on. I turned it down in favor of Corpse Explosion. And was that the right call? Corpse Explosion got us this far. Took care of Donu Deka. Took care of Darklings. Took care of Shield and Spear. I'd say it was a bad deck with a couple of really good tricks. Yeah, it certainly wasn't a great deck, but those Burst Plus, those Catalysts, we got some strong cards. We just needed a few more good cards towards the end, but we didn't get them. With the draw order, I don't think the fight could have been won. I think something could be done with holding on to certain cards. For example, if I had Piercing Wail to completely destroy the multi-hit, that would have taken care of things. So I could have set up the Piercing Wail. But hang on, didn't I need to set up the leg sweep to save us from the big hit? God knows. Anyway, we did not win. That is the long and short of it.